to a beautiful day. So all I can say to that is, hello, Tom. How you doing, Irene? How you doing, Sherry? What's up, Terry? DJ.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you? Debbie, Bevel, how you doing? Oh my God, Brenda. Good to see you. Glad to see you. Had to come back and see me sometime. So, Alan, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing fabulous, brother. Alicia, how are you? And we also have someone who just walked in here, but guess it's more. Oh, Curtis Capers. So it is good to see you, Mr. Tom, my brother. All is well.
Everybody.
We got to bring up to you guys today has been a very, what I like to say, challenging, but at the end of the day, eventful. Many of you used to hear me say all of the time, we get these days called a character. It builds character. So when you're going through, you get your what? It builds your character. You notice that when you pay attention to, then you got an appreciation for those levels of days. Because just know, as long as you got through it the next day, you should be celebrating today. And without further ado, let's bring the start of the show today up on the phone. She got them green glasses on.
Because you don't want to end up spending a few $100s again.
Darlaina Rose,
you really just want to make sure that
fabulous.
you fix the problem.
Health,
you can go on with the principle. I really hope that this product ends up helping you.
Darlaina
If it does,
it's my turn.
Gotta unmute your mic, honey.
Okay, hold on. There was some other people talking. I needed to get them quiet first. Hold up.
I know that's right.
Hold up, YouTube. Be quiet. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yes, it is.
And it's Well-Being Wednesday, y'all.
Come on, man.
And I just had a question.
One question.
Well, it's going to lead to more.
Okay.
But we're going to start with.
Go ahead and unmute yourself, girl. Again.
All right.
Thank you.
We're going to start with this article.
One more again. One more time.
One more again. I can't. You got me locked.
Hey, Darlaina, will you come in this room correctly tonight?
Make me the co-host. Make me the co-host. Make me the co-host. Make me the co-host.
You funny. You know how you're supposed to come in the room, right? She gonna mess with this daggone thing when I just asked to unmute your behind. Go ahead, unmute yourself.
You have to make me the co-host because when I come in as you, the rest of the day I'm in your account. I have to remember to come out because I be showing up in rooms and they be like, "Who that?" Like I thought I had an appointment with Darlaina. Who is this? And I'm like, oh shoot, I'm sorry. Let me log back out and log back in. You have to make me a co-host. That's easier because then just make me a co-host because baby, that's wow. I showed up with my friend and he was like, who that man? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It was this very picture that you got up right now. That's what shows up in the room.
Don't look good on you at all, honey. Do it.
Not when your name's supposed to be Rose. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, Tori. Oh my goodness. So, as I always am, right now it's the beginning of the year. It's a whole lot of things going on. A lot of us, may or may not subscribe to New Year because we've already started our new year way, way back, so we just kind of sliding all in right now. But as I was looking at, what the internet was saying, the internet asked the question. So I said, I should ask that question too. What do you need right now? There is some simplicity and depth to this question. What do you need right now? It's okay, I'll wait. Because there is no quick answer. What do you need right now? Consider the question. Consider your blessed reality. What do you need right now? If most of your basic needs are met, then the question gets harder. If the answer is, I need food, I need shelter, I need a warmer jacket, I need money for my overdue rent, I need a cure for my illness, then you'll know what you need. But if these basic needs are covered, what do you need right now? If your mind doesn't rush to relationship, I need a spouse, a loving dad, an engaged father for my children, or my child to begin making wiser decisions with the direction of their lives. If you don't need any of those, count your blessings in that regard. Continue peace and love. I love that. Through this question, there's some important realities that come up. The essential need for safety and belonging. Do you have what you need? Did matters of faith and spirituality arise? Do you feel content that your needs are being met in that space as well? What then do you need right now? Contemplate the answer. What do I need right now? Is there a little thought of physical possessions or not needing another physical thing in your life? That's the furthest thing from your mind. Are you drawn to the answer, I need a nicer car, a bigger television, a newer phone, that new style shirt with the holes is in the shoulders, or literally nothing of a physical sort comes to mind? Are your answers centered on far more important goals and ideas of things that will help you accomplish those goals in your life? Do you need help keeping balance? There's no such thing as balance if that's what you're trying to do. There's only harmony, there's no balance. Life will sing your song, and your job is just to be in harmony with the song. Because work-life balance is just a buzzword, it doesn't exist. Do you need help being a more loving husband and father, a more loving wife or mother? Do you need to be healthier, on a more consistent habit of self-care, a habit of even meditation and solitude and prayer in your life? Are those the things you need right now? Answer this question for yourself. I'm waiting. Because how we answer that question is important. Equally important is essential to evaluate how we are living in response to what do you need right now? My guess is that you won't answer anything that comes from a department store or retail website. We truly have far more significant needs in our lives, far more important pursuits that we wish to accomplish. And an even bigger follow up question to what do you need right now might be, how much time and energy are you putting to seeing those needs met? How much time and energy are you wasting pursuing things that you don't actually need or don't actually matter? What do you need right now? Maybe you need to own less so that you can focus your resources, being freed up from so much stuff, wasting less time and money shopping and caring for physical possessions, discovering how much more time and money and energy you have to pursue things that you actually need to live healthy, fulfilled, and accomplished life. So, what comes to your mind when you ask yourself the question, what do you need right now? If your answer centers on shelter or warmth, I hope you find it soon. If the answer centers on love and relationships, again, I know you'll find it. If those basic needs have already been met in your life and what you need right now centers more on the pursuits of significance, I know you will find the strength and will be directed to the resources you need to get to it. Rejecting foolish pursuits of physical possessions, that's not what you need most in your life right now. You need something bigger, more important, more significant. Freedom. Maybe all find the freedom for the pursuits in life that we want. What do you need right now? I want you to write that down. What it is that you need right now. And then this day, I want you to find your Rocket Booster friend, your accountability partner, and I want you to tell them what you need right now and work with them to get what you need right now. Anybody who wants to send me for a massage, that's what I need right now. What do you need right now? You know, the average person makes 35,000 decisions per day. What's for dinner? What I'm gonna watch on TV? What I'm gonna see in the movies? Is this your ideal relationship? Trying to sort through the plethora of choices, it can be overwhelming. Every decision demands a fraction of your mental energy. It's no wonder why some of the biggest decisions feel so exhausting. Questions like, what do I want to do with my life? Who do I want to be? Where should I live? Demand a significant amount of mental energy. If you are not intentional about figuring out what you want in your life, it will be so easy to fall into survival mode, to become lost, focusing on what's in front of you, which can lead to frustration and disillusionment. If you don't know what you want, you can even become bored and restless with what you're doing, even if you used to love it. And over time, this can increase stress, depression, anxiety, and can make you feel like you don't have any control over your life. Figuring out what you want and need is important because it gives you purpose, can influence your career path, and really makes your life worth living. So I got some questions for you. I already asked you one, but I know the world can feel very overwhelming, and there's so many paths available to you that indecision is very normal. But analysis paralysis isn't the answer either. So you have to overcome any fear that you have of trying new things. And in the end, chasing after what you want will transform you into the best version of yourself. So the question is, what makes you happy? Where do you want to live? Everybody wants to be happy. But happiness isn't just feeling joyful. It's feeling needed. It's having purpose. It's maintaining that happiness amid uncertainty. There are internal and external factors that impact our happiness. Our neighborhood, your country, your skill sets, your self-esteem. So making a list of everything that makes you happy is a good start. So can you do that? After you contact your rocket booster friend, your accountability partner, and telling them what you need. What do you need? And after you tell them what you need, then I want you to make a list of everything that makes you happy. And there's some wants that we have and some needs that we have, and they go hand in hand. Ask yourself which of your needs are fulfilled and which aren't. In every area, emotional, financial, physical, keeping a journal rather, that helps you to really get to know yourself. What do you need right now? What do you need right now? Speak to your accountability partner. Determine what you need right now, and then discuss how you're going to get it. What needs are being fulfilled and what aren't? Emotional, financial, physical, which ones? Get to know yourself. Write it down, make it plain so that you can answer these questions. What are your personal values? And values aren't the same as goals. Your core values are the principles that guide you through life, like patience, honesty, integrity, loyalty, family, and freedom. Most of us live by our values and identifying how we show up in the world. What is so an accountability partner is anybody that you share your dreams with, your goals with. Somebody that you can talk to every week about how much you've gotten done this week. Are you on track to complete the goals that you have set out for yourself? It can be anybody. If you don't have somebody to tell, that's a life coach, a health coach, an emotional healing coach. It's somebody that you may have to hire to help you to do that. The next question is, what gives you purpose? Everybody is passionate about something. Maybe it's cooking, looking after family members, working with animals. When we do things that fulfill us, that energy, that positivity impacts you and everyone around. If you have nobody, DM me and we'll get you somebody. What activities put you in a flow state? Have you heard this term before? Flow state? Flow refers to the joy that you feel when we're right where we're meant to be. It means that you are so focused on what you're doing that you lose track of time. That's when you're performing at your best and problem solving more efficiently because you're in the flow state. Flow state. Landrell has a song about it. Flow state. We get in the flow state. We be in the flow. They like, we in the flow, we in the zone. And you just doing, getting it done, getting it done, getting it done, getting it done. If there is an activity in your life that causes you to feel this way, pay attention. Make a note at what you're actually doing when you realize that you're in the flow state or when you're in the zone. And then determine how you can make that flow state the rest of your life. How you can do more of that, staying in the flow state. The next question is, what would you do if there were no limits? You know, when times are tough, we stop ourselves from dreaming because we feel limited by the things that are happening externally from us. Like not enough money, not enough vacation days. But don't be afraid to think bigger. If these limits were not a factor, what would you do? There's something you want. You can make a plan to obtain it. Accountability partners, mastermind groups, people who have your result. It's a whole lot of YouTubers out there that have the result that you want. The result in your finances, the result in your health care, your weight loss. Somebody has your result. Whoever it is that has your result, hitch your wagon to theirs and go. If they wrote a book, read their book. If they got videos, go watch the videos. If they allow you to hire them, hire them. Go get all the free content that you can get before you actually hire them. Who do you admire the most or get jealous of? Do you look up to somebody? That person can be an activist, an artist, a teacher, a doctor, a parent, anyone who leads by example. Is it somebody that you want to emulate or be like? Also, pay attention if any unpleasant feelings come up, like jealousy. Maybe you know somebody who just landed their dream job or went on an amazing trip. Ask yourself, why do you feel jealous? Why do you feel this way? Self awareness will help you understand why you feel the way that you do. The next question is, how do you envision the patterns of your life? Each area of your life impacts another, like our health, confidence, resilience, career, and family. Deciding on what kind of life you want will determine how it will unfold. Our underlying desire to change the direction that we're going in, life is dynamic. And although we can't always control how things go, recognizing the domino effects can give us clarity and help us to set the appropriate priorities. Here's a question: what don't you want? Knowing what to avoid can empower you to make better decisions. Think about what drains you mentally and emotionally, makes you sad, or causes you pain. You can set clear goals, career goals, wellness goals, financial goals to avoid these pitfalls. I heard this motivational speaker say, red flags are not invitations. Let me say that again. Red flags are not invitations to keep going. Red flags are not an invitation to say, oh, well, he get mad sometimes and he start yelling and whatnot sometimes, but I could work with that. I could work with that. Or every time she get a little bit upset, she get real slick with her mouth. But it's okay. It's okay. I could work with that. I could work with that. Or every time something come up, they tell me it's in my head. But I know it's what I saw. Red flags is not an invitation to keep going. It's not an invitation to say, I can handle it. I could change him or her. Red flags is just that. Stop, drop, and roll out. Roll out. Roll out. I've had some very interesting conversations over these last weeks about people who make me roll out. When you get to a true understanding of what you want in your life and what you don't want in your life, when what you don't want shows up, you can recognize it in a millisecond. A millisecond. The minute the words come out of the mouth, the minute you walk in the door, this ain't it. This not what I want. And just like Shark Tank, I'm out. I'm out. Are you out? Should you be out? Some of y'all should be out. Don't accept anything that does not feel good to you, that doesn't feel good in your heart, doesn't feel good in your finances, doesn't feel good where you live. Determine what those things are, what you want and what you don't want. What do you need right now? Those goals are so important to set and know. And sometimes we got to give ourselves some flowers, because when stuff is not going 100% well, give yourself the flowers of remembering what your greatest accomplishment in life have been. Maybe you won a championship, graduated with honors. Did you feel pride in your abilities when that happened? Is there a way for you to live a life that repeats those feelings? Remember something that you're very proud of in this moment. Remember how you felt when you did it. Remember what everybody was saying. Oh man, that was so awesome. That's so great what you did. Girl, can't nobody do it like you do it. Man, this is nice. Remember those feelings? Those are the feelings that we need to carry with us as we push through whatever it is that we're doing. Remembering that you're the best thing since sliced bread. Remembering that you're the bomb.com. Remembering that you are amazing. Remembering that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Remembering who you are. Remembering whose you are. Are you willing to go for it? Are you willing to step into life of your dreams? Are you willing? Are you willing? Are you willing? Victories, both large and small, require something from you. Resilience, venturing outside your comfort zone, and learning as much as you can open more doors for you. What do you want right now? What do you need right now? Who's ready to answer the question? What do you need right now? Who do you need right now? In all of the simplicity and all of the depth of the question, it is so important for us to answer, what do we need in this moment? Do you need support in some area of your life? Too afraid to ask. You know, they say you have not because you ask not. Ask and it shall be given unto you. We have been in our law of attraction class now 386 days. And if we've learned nothing, we've learned that whatever you want and whatever you need, it's already yours. You just have to do a little bit of work. You have to write the vision and make it plain. You have to create the vision board so that you can see it in order to be it. You have to visualize so that you can materialize. It does so much for you. We are connected mind, body, and soul. So, are your basic needs being met? Do you need food? Do you need shelter? Do you need a warmer jacket? Do you need money for overdue rent? Do you need a cure for your illness? Do you need a spouse? You need no spouse. A loving dad? We got one. We got one for hire right here in LCA. Do you need a more engaging father for your children or mother for your children? Or do you just want your children to make wiser decisions with where they're going in life? Count your blessings if you need none of these things. Are you safe? Are you safe? Are you faithful? Are you spiritual? Do you feel content that your needs are being met? What do you need right now? Say it. You know, if you ask, it shall be given unto you. But you got to ask. It is so important for us to have our accountability people in place. It's important for us to have our rocket booster friends in place. You know, the rocket booster friends, the ones that um, when your legs of faith are weak, they can paint an amazing picture for you, and then they can allow you to use their legs of faith when your legs of faith are weak. Those are your rocket booster friends. Have you identified who they are? You should you should determine who your rocket booster friends are long before you need them, because everybody ain't somebody that you want to share your life with. Some people got what my dad used to say, diarrhea of the mouth. You try to have a conversation with them, and next thing you know, everybody knows what you got going on. Either on TikTok or on Instagram or Facebook, same name. We have to answer this question for ourselves. What do you need right now? I know it's not anything from stores or places. And you know, I always get to um, talk. And I think today, I really want to know, what do you need right now? I'll go first. A real self care day, a real day at the spa, a real day when somebody else does my nails and my feet and not me. And a couple dollars too. That's what I need right now. Anybody else brave enough to tell me what they need right now? We can let them talk. We got 15 minutes. Tell me what you need right now. I want to know.
We will let them talk.
Yes, you can let them talk. I think I asked enough questions. They should be able to answer what they need right now. You know, when I heard the question myself, $100,000 to remodel your house. Well, guess what? They got that. They got that. Let me see. Hold on.
Are we just answering randomly, or
Yes,
what are we doing?
Answer. What do you need right now? I want to know.
Hold on.
What's
going on with my audio?
Oh, we hear you fine. We hear you fine.
We hear you, Jonathan. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we hear you.
Well, like I was telling Mr. Millionaire Motivator last week, I need financial freedom. Too many people that I need to help, would like to help. I would like to take my mom on an all expense paid trip to Hawaii. I like to remodel her house. Got a woman I love to put in a big beautiful home. So I need financial freedom.
Some other components are coming together, you know. But yeah, I need financial freedom, and I need to continue on this journey I'm on in terms of a spirit man,
Yes.
overcoming obstacles, being very careful about how I respond to situations and what I say and what I let it come out my mouth. But yeah, I need financial freedom, and I also need God to continue to guide my steps and keep me around not only like-minded people, but people that have my results, people that I can listen to and aspire to be, and I could take some from the good and I could take some from the bad. But overall, I need financial freedom and I need continued spiritual guidance. That's what I have, guys.
I love it. I love it. I love it. How do you request? It's a button on there. It's a button somewhere that you request. Um, I don't see no. Let me see. Let me see what I see in the chat. Um, I think this question, a cruise on Virgin Cruise Line, that is not a need. Well, it could be. It could be. It could be. It could be. It could be.
Oh, it's a need in my life. It's past won't. I need it. I need it. I need it right now.
You need it right now.
Right now.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Yes.
so past along. It's. I really need. Honestly, I need a hiatus. I feel. I was listening to you yesterday talk about the residue of the emotional freedom technique. Well, not the technique, but the emotional
the emotion code
cleansing that we did with you with the emotion code practice.
Yes.
And how the analogy that you use about putting things in the washing machine and washing it out and letting the dirt go down and drain. And we know that Mercury is in retrograde and all of the things are happening. I even saw a joke about Mercury being in retrograde. One of the influencers on TikTok had a joke on there and said her brother called and said, "How long is Mercury supposed to be in the microwave?" And it was so funny to me. I was like, "Boy, listen, I feel like Mercury is in the microwave. Yeah, it's in the it ain't in retrograde. It's in the microwave. It's like, listen, everything that came up for me,
yeah,
I really feel in my whole soul, I need a hiatus. Like, I have worked for so long in my life. I feel like even yesterday when you described the muscle in our lower back that holds all of the chakra energy, my back has been hurting in that spot for months. Wow. And you directly described it. I was like, man, look, Darlaina, I need you to just get out my business like this. Like that very exact spot that you described is where my back. So I feel like the energy is locked up, and I feel like it's because I need to sit down and be taught again, like Christ still says, because it's so many programs that I was taught that are contradictory to the truth.
Yes.
And so when the truth starts to be revealed to you, you really have to, and my word for last week was freedom. When you want freedom, you have to be completely exposed to the truth. Yes. So this is why I feel like I need a hiatus, because I want to be dipped in the truth.
Yes.
And I want to come out pure gold because I really desire the truth for my life. I don't know about nobody else like, but for Bridget, I done raised kids, they grown.
Yes.
Let me be gone so I can go dip in the pools of truth.
Well,
on the Virgin Cruise Line. Praise God. Praise God.
Praise the Lord. We out of here. We are working on Hawaii and Dubai, Deb and I, to get up out of here, and Africa, because I learned that I am my family on my mother's side is the descendants of the Mende tribe from Sierra Leone. And in Sierra Leone right now, if you can prove that, they will give you dual citizenship. So I need to get there to go get my citizenship. So Miss Heaven on Earth is helping me to figure out what that looks like. We just have to do more stuff that makes us feel good. And sometimes there's so many things that's happening around us that make us feel bad that we don't even realize it. And so I've had the opportunity to work with quite a few of you over these past few weeks in the emotion code modality to really bring up the things that have been holding you back, the things that have been traumatizing you. And I left it at that price point. I didn't change it. So if that's something that you think you need, then she's hireable. She's hireable. She got goals of working with enough people to help people to get emotional freedom. We do so much in that space, in emotional freedom in the 8 o'clock call. But it's important for us to be able to have those modalities for us as we move through our life every day, to know how to free yourself from certain emotions that come up, negative emotions around your relationship or around you, depression, anxiety. The emotional freedom technique is also known as tapping. And there's these meridians that are in our bodies. We are electromagnetic, right? As much as we are water, we are also electromagnetic. So we have these electromagnetic meridians that run down our arms, down our legs, through our torso. And when you go to see a Chinese medicine acupuncturist, he got those pins that they stick in you. They look like they're painful, but they're really not. And what they do is they take these pins and they stick them in these energetic spaces to break energy blocks. Well, guess what? If I told you that there's a way to break the energy blocks without the needles and the pins, would you do it? So the emotional freedom technique is just that. We use it every morning. And it is a method of tapping in those meridians, the same places that they would stick the needles in. You see people with needles in their face and their arms. So we have a meridian here, 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 over your heart, your hands. And when you tap them, these spaces, you break up energy blocks. So we tap, and when you tap, you just come up with a statement. Although I feel depressed, anxious, angry, I greatly love and approve of myself. Even though my sister get on my damn nerves, even though I would rather be doing something else for work, I greatly love and approve of myself. And whatever the statement is around anxiety or depression or money blocks, we use it for money blocks. Tapping in these places shakes up the electromagnetic fields in your body and starts to help those things break up. It's like tapping on something that's stuck on a table or on a dish. You agitating it, you moving it. And that's the same thing that happens. You're agitating, you're removing it. Goodbye, not needed, don't love you, don't need this in my life. And you tap it right on the way. And so the question is, what do you need in your life right now? Who is your accountability partner? Who will help you identify who that is? Write down everything that makes you happy so that you can determine what it is that you need right now. Back to you, Mr. Satchel.
Back to you, Mr. Satchel. You it's funny. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
If we turn that question around and we say, What is it that you believe that you need right now? And you got two things to choose. What would you say today?
Two things that I need right now. More robust business, more clients that allow me to sustain the business, and more time for when the clients come, that will give more money for me to be able to do the things that I want to do, which is I need to go to the spa. The spa, more time, more clients, and more official self-care things. Those are the two things that I think for me.
Do I get to answer that question today?
Absolutely.
So here, if you ask me at any time and where I am today, what it is that I need today is more wisdom. Why? Because at the end of the day, when I listen to what they said, King Solomon said the money was there. He said, you got a choice. You can get the wisdom or you get the money. So at the end of the day, every day, I am learning how to get more wisdom. Wisdom.
Agreed.
There's nothing else. Everything else follows the wisdom. I promise you that. Now, when you look at that, we all keep on saying, you got to hire me as your coach. Hire me as your, trainer or accountability partner. You then said, get you somebody that you call your rocket booster friends and get you somebody that you can be accountable to let them know this is what you want. Yes. But at the end of the day, if that person can't give you wisdom, that ain't nobody to me right now.
Well, we want only qualified people. We not all willy nilly with our lives being all I actually spoke to a coach yesterday. I do believe that I have taken myself as far as I can go, and it's funny that this person ended up on my radar after Craig had said yesterday how much it costs to sit with Myron, how much it costs to get these appropriate people in our lives. So when I talked to the coach and he told me all the stuff he could do, and then gave me the price, $8,800. I got a payment plan.
So you need the wisdom.
And that's it, because we've a lot of us have gone as far as we can go. And I know this, if you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. And the result is still the same. The result is still struggle. The result is still in the wrong neighborhood. The result is still the wrong job. And so we do need the wisdom. We do have to pay the people that have the result that we want. We have to.
You remember that statement that he said, like the book, The Trash Man to the Cash Man, Myron Golden. He said, there's a 2-sentence wealth formula. He said, what did he say? Listen, I'm going to give you the ticket right here. He said, there's a 2-sentence wealth formula. Anybody remember the first sentence? What was that first sentence he said in the book? Is right. The first sentence, it's the ticket right there. The wealth formula. He said, you must find someone with the results that you desire to have and do exactly. I didn't ask you what you want to do or whatever they want to do. But at the end of the day, the results, you got to find somebody with the results. That was the first sentence. The second sentence to that wealth formula was, guess what? The people that don't have what you want don't do nothing that they're doing. So at the end of the day, who is that woman or who is that dude? Period.
That's it.
That's what I mean. Wisdom.
I'm in agreement.
So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully, Darlaina, you was on point as usual. At the end of the day, you were very on point. Because at the end, when you started the call this morning, I heard it. I'm like listening. And I am so thankful for you, girl. I don't know where you get all of this content and information. But baby,
lot of long nights. You
gotta get it. And that ain't no stuff that she got in her memory. That's sure written down document. I can see when she does this class, this woman is reading information that she wrote down to do. And then, watch this, a great speaker is one who can then go around and make it hers. I believe that's what you do so well. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Darlaina Rose. Give her some love, give her some money, give her some everything. A lot of you want to. If you can't be in that position, next Wednesday, we're going to give it to you again. You follow me? Secondly, went on the first. I've been doing classes on how to get you some money every freaking day at 1 o'clock. Nobody follows me. Those that's coming on at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock right here in this class, I'm going to be here. If you really think you need, you might want to be in the call. That's it. If you don't need, then stop saying what you think you need and you really don't need that. God bless you. Take control over your brain.
Yes.
Take control over your heart.
Yes.
Let's really show, because the results is in your actions, baby. Yes. And that's the truth.
Yes.
God bless.
All right.
Bye.
Recording stuff.
So good. Thank you for watching. What's this? Facebook and YouTube